Hi and welcome to this Travelmentary. This time you're about to see a flight with KLM Royal Dutch Airlines from Dublin to Amsterdam in business class. But before we see what KLM's short-haul product is like, let me give you some facts about this trip. The flight has a duration of 1 hour and 30 minutes, during which we will cover a distance of approximately 452 miles. And the aircraft that is used on this trip is a Boeing 737-800. Alright, I'm in front of Terminal 1 at Dublin Airport, which is among the top 20 of Europe's busiest airports. This trip to Amsterdam is just part of a larger itinerary, and you're going to see another video showing KLM's business class on the Boeing 787 as well. Now I have to go upstairs to the departure hall, where I get rid of my luggage and receive my boarding pass. Terminal 1 here in Dublin was opened in 1972, but they have done a good job extending and maintaining it. As almost always, I'm looking for a lounge. In this case, I have more than one option. There's a lounge at Terminal 2 that accepts the priority pass, as well as another lounge at Terminal 1 which I can enter using my business class ticket, and that's what I'm going to do today. The lounge at Terminal 1 is used by airlines from different alliances. You can also enter the lounge with a priority pass membership. Here I'm filming with my little GoPro, which I will replace with a new model soon. Anyway, the lounge is spacious, but not really special to be honest. Food options are somewhat limited. You have those snacks and sandwiches, but I don't think there are any warm meals. Everything is presented adequately though, so it's still okay, I guess. Of course, there's a range of beverages as well. So while it's not special, it's still a nice place to spend some time before a flight. I was in a hurry, so I just had this Coke and then moved to my gate. And this is the plane for this flight. A 737-800 built in 2008 and named Food, which is the Dutch word for some sort of water bird. Okay, let's board the plane. Hi, hello. And you see, this is a typical European business class product. The cabin looks pretty much like in economy class, but the good news is that the middle seat remains free. Legroom is okay for me as a tall guy, but on this very seat the annoying little box limits your space. Well, and the seat pocket offers you the safety card, and somebody wrote some mysterious numbers on it. By the way, what's interesting is that women would need to take off their heels before using the emergency chute, so it's probably not a good idea to travel with that sort of shoes, but that's just a side note. I wonder if that's because this would slow down evacuation, or because those heels can actually damage the emergency chute.
On behalf of Captain Rosine and his crew and KLM, I would like to welcome you on board of this KLM flight to Amsterdam. Our flying time today will be 1 hour and 15 minutes.
As we are about to leave our gate, it's time for my taxi animation. So at this moment we're at Dublin Airport, which is located just north of the Irish capital. Our plane is parked at gate 202 at Terminal 1, and from there we're going to taxi to runway 10, which we're going to use for takeoff. Here you can actually see Terminal 2, which is used by Aer Lingus. And now let's get airborne. We are in the air, we can do some sightseeing. So the first structure of interest that you can recognize is the new ATC tower that is being built here. Then there's runway 16/34, which we are crossing at this moment.
We will soon be switching off the thousand seatbelt sign. We recommend that you keep your seatbelt fastened while in your seat. If you need to retrieve your personal belongings, please be careful when opening the luggage bins, as their contents may have shifted during the takeoff and could fall out.
The town that I outlined here has a population of approximately 43,000 people, and it's really old, as it was founded somewhere around 560 AD. The M1 is a motorway that leads towards the Northern Irish border. If you have watched my Irish Rail video, you might also remember the Broadmeadow estuary with the viaduct. And by the way, there's a lot more content to come on this channel, so if you're interested, I would certainly be happy about your subscription. Finally, we are about to reach the Irish coast and you see it's cloudy too, so let's turn our attention away from the outside view and to the onboard service. Here comes the catering. There is no warm meal here, but a tuna sandwich, a salad and a dessert. In addition to that, I had an orange juice and a cup of tea. Of course, you don't have to pay extra for it, it's a business class flight after all. The quality of the food was good, the presentation too. Nevertheless, I would have appreciated a warm meal. But nowadays there are fewer and fewer airlines offering that on short-haul flights. And this leads me to a community question which you can answer in the comment section below. In your opinion, which airline offers the best short-haul product, be it in business or economy class? Alright, now let's have a look out of the window again before continuing with the usual lavatory check. Well, nothing unexpected here, which is good. As far as the seat is concerned, you can recline it to a certain degree, but it's neither particularly comfortable nor uncomfortable. I think it's pretty much the same seat as an economy class. The pilot has started the descent, and that means we can look for some other structures from the air, which is something that I enjoy doing. It's amazing to analyze aerial imagery and to look for places, buildings and so on. The little map shows our current location in Dutch airspace. At this point we are a little bit more than 4 miles away from our runway at Schiphol Airport. You might have guessed what comes next, it's the landing animation. At Amsterdam Airport Schiphol, as it's officially called, we are going to land on runway 06, the so-called Kartbaan. With 11,483 feet, it's the second longest at this airport. We're about 1.5 miles away from the touchdown zone. In the neighborhoods surrounding the airport you can find a lot of hotels. I outlined some of them with a tag. But tell me, which is your favorite airport hotel in Amsterdam or anywhere else? That would be very interesting to know. Enough talk for now, I'll be quiet for the following 60 seconds. Enjoy the landing.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Amsterdam. Please remain seated. As soon as the fasten seatbelt sign is switched off, you may collect your belongings from the luggage bins. Please take care when opening the luggage bins so that any hand luggage that may have shifted does not pour out. You may now switch on your telephone and other devices. On behalf of the crew, thank you for flying KLM. We hope to welcome you on board again soon and wish you a pleasant stay or a pleasant continuation of your journey.
Okay, so where are we going now? Well, Schiphol uses a one-terminal concept with various departure halls, and our gate of arrival is D43 at Departure Hall 2. Alright, so how to evaluate this trip? My stance on European business class products in general is that I probably wouldn't pay extra for them. But in this case it was part of a trip to the United States and it was a good experience. I mean, KLM is very consistent, they have great crews and I really enjoyed this flight. Bye-bye. Well, that's it for this time. We have arrived in Amsterdam. In the next video you will see the continuation of this trip in KLM's business class on the Dreamliner. I would be very glad to welcome you on this channel again, and I wish you a great day wherever you're watching.